This show is truly Big Up the Quarterback, man. QB Talk the podcast. And today we got my dog in here, man. KL, man. Talk to me, man.
What's going on, big dog?
Man, I really appreciate you stopping by.
For sure, bro. Anytime, man. Anytime, any place. You know I'm going to pull up.
Okay, well, let's get right into it, man. So, what is the name of your company?
Okay, which one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I forgot, plural, companies. But, I know you do a lot of video work, and I see a lot of things that you post and some of the lifestyle things that you do for other companies.
Yeah.
So, just let me know a little bit, about that particular business, because that's the one I know about.
I got you. Creative look visuals, man.
Okay, talk to them.
That's what we gonna. That's what we doing. Man, it's just, what's crazy though?
Give it to me.
It all started with the music.
Come on, man. Okay.
That's the solid foundation for everything. But once I learned that people's attention span was getting shorter,
right,
and shorter, a lot of people some know, but some don't. I used to have a recording studio in Minnesota.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and out in Bloomington, and as much music as I was making and putting out, if it didn't have motion or colors or something, some graphics, something going on with it, people skip right on over it.
Right.
So it's like once I figured that, I kind of started moving towards learning photography and videography. And, it was just a hobby at first. And then people do business with people they like. So, I had shout out to Polo Row. Okay. He was selling out. He was doing his birthdays downtown. He from Minneapolis, South Side. And he gave me the opportunity to be in a venue.
Come on, man.
And put my skills to, you know what I'm saying? This is what you say you want to do, come pull up. Man.
See?
And it started there. I built relationships, and which led to the road of where you see now. You know what I mean? I done worked on some pretty big projects, man.
Okay. And one of the things, man, and I know me and you have different conversations, and I tell people, even though you're younger than me, I can still learn something from you. And so when me and you, kind of doing the whole, iron sharpen iron thing, how is it different? Because, of course, you're from Florida. How is it different operating in the West Coast?
We have, I'd say one of the main differences is just the amount of people that's doing it. Like, it's a culture there that's unlike any place that I've been.
Okay.
There's always people that have ideas. There's always people that want to be a part of something and doing something, but I think the biggest difference is the fact that people aren't scared to go out on a whim over there.
Okay.
It's some of them they only shot.
Right.
You in the land of angels, and it's like you left this small town where you was a big fish, and now you here with a whole bunch of other big fish.
Right.
So it's like you gotta go balls to the wall, or it's a wasted, effort. And so finding people that actually that actually aren't afraid to like dive into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
and one of the things that I definitely want to just speak on, because I'm real big on, speaking life to entrepreneurs.
Thanks.
So even when you started and you were doing music, and then you started and you kind of picked up the camera, did you know that it would get as big as it's gotten now?
I was determined. I think I picked up a little extra motivation along the way.
Okay.
That made me like really say, hey, this is what it is and this is what we finna do.
Right.
But prior to that, it was like, of course you got admiration. You got like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and man, when I see this and when I get an opportunity to do this, I'm gonna do that. But then you gotta really try and put yourself in those positions, and I ain't really understand that at first. But like I said, picked up some extra motivation along the way, and that really pushed me over the top and made me like, hey, this what it is.
Right. And with that being said, did you have days that you wanted to quit?
Oh, I still have those days. I take off one hat, put another one on, take that one off, put another one on, and be like, man, can I just let my dreads hang for a second?
Right.
But I think the end game for me, like what pushes me is knowing that I got kids that have grown up and matured in this with me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So me being behind a Rhodes board and my son knowing, let me push that button. I know which one to, you know what I mean? Like that let me know that they watching, and that pretty much, man, this is I can't even explain it.
That's
it's
motivation within itself. That's your why.
There you go.
That's real. Yeah. So let me ask you this: what's next for you? And I know you have a bunch of different things that are popping right now as we speak. But in terms of, let's just say for the rest of the year, the last quarter of 2023.
Well, I'm really trying to get the ball rolling. I need a warehouse.
Okay.
So we operate out of multiple businesses out of a loft downtown LA.
Okay.
And I think that we pretty maxed out on space.
Okay.
I turned our back room, our third room, into a warehouse pretty much in itself, like a sweatshop per se.
Right.
But I built the shelf that holds. I'm a carpenter by trade.
Okay.
So all of this, everything else you see is just me and my determination. But by trade, actual certification, I'm a carpenter. So I built the shelf that holds about $150,000 to $200,000 worth of body butter products.
Come on.
And that's still not enough to keep up with. We do all our own stunts. So the marketing that you see, the branding that you see, that's us. So, and the crazy part is we can't really fully go ham because we wouldn't be, we physically doing it. Like I'll go shoot a music video with my dog Jay Riley or you know, me and Ricardo or Matt Stanley will go work on a project for Ford or Dodge or something like that. And once we do it, I gotta go back to the crib and make body butters.
Right.
So the next 2-3 days, I'm knee deep in shea butter. You know what I mean?
But see, y'all self-contained.
Facts.
And so the last thing that I really, really just want to touch on is you and your team and your family, y'all basically serial entrepreneurs.
Facts. Big facts.
So it's not just one specific arena that you're dominating. So if you could just touch on some of the other things that you have going, the part that you can let people know about right now. And it's just more so for motivation purposes.
So what I did was I kind of made myself, I don't know, you ever seen the movie or the TV shows on Showtime, I think, Ray Donovan?
No, I didn't see that.
Well,
I don't get to watch a lot of TV. I really be going hard at my little brand. You feel me? That's a big brand.
Facts. Me too. And somebody brought it to my attention and referenced it, and that's what made me want to tap into it and check it out because they like, bro, I don't know if you realize it, but bro, you're a problem solver. Okay. Like when I met you on this set, you was a camera operator. When I met you over here, you was doing grip and gaff. Right. You was a PA over here, but now you doing audio for, like, bro, what it? It's literally, bro, just knocking out all the middlemen, like putting myself in a position where if I know how it's supposed to go,
right.
If I do have to put somebody in that position,
right.
They can't pull the sheet over my face.
Oh, I like that. I like that. So it's equivalent to, even in sports, you knowing what every position is supposed to do.
That was my selling point. That's what took me to college. So I'm an East Side Ram.
Of course.
Ram family, baby.
Let's get it.
State champs, you know.
One time. Hold up, pop yours one more time.
On, man. State champs, the only team. It was a couple teams that was arguably better than us coming through there, but you know, we the only ones got it done.
That's it.
But versatility was my key. I played multiple positions, especially in football. I was a cornerback. I started as a corner.
Come on, man.
My brother Tim Schenkel got hurt next year, so I ended up moving back to safety to give us some playmaking there. He comes back. Our whole linebacker core graduates, Randall Case and Daniel Jenkins, like the whole
squad.
Now I'm at outside linebacker.
Come on, man.
I made 8.
So you was versatile.
Man, I made state at playing linebacker 1 year and made all state.
Come on, man. Yeah, it is.
But in basketball, the same thing. I played 1 through 5.
Right.
And I'm 6'2".
Right.
I had a 38-inch vertical, you know.
Right. So you now that's funny. Thinking about you having to play center now. I can see you doing the rest. Now.
Bro, we played Jacksonville Wolfson on our run to state. The game before the Final Four, they had a 6'9" and a 6'11". I won the tip at the jump off.
Oh, yeah, you had some ups then. You had some bounce. Okay, you had some bounce. But I really think, and I say this all the time, I love it when guys play sports because then they seen adversity. They done been up. They done been down. They done had to make necessary adjustments during the game. And I think entrepreneurship is like the same thing. And so one of the main things that I want to do with this podcast is to let other entrepreneurs see that everything is not always easy, but it's still attainable. And I want them to hear real stories from real people that's doing it now, and that they'll be able to see that we're not finished with our journey, but we're still on our journey, and we're making it happen.
Facts. Because all of this is, what is this, 2023?
Correct.
I lost, man, part of that motivation I said I gained along the way was losing my mom, my little brother, my uncle, and my grandmother all back to back to back.
Right.
In a short span of time. So I went from having a whole life in Minnesota to coming back to Florida, helping her fight pancreatic cancer. And in the course of a year span, her and my brother, I was either at the hospital with her or she was pushing me out, kicking me out to go to the studio with him.
Right.
And in a year's time, they both are gone.
Right.
So it really, instead, of course you have times like that. You want to say, bump all this, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you got to press on. And like I said, having my kids be in sessions with me and stuff like that, it kind of helped me pick me up. And I realized that, I couldn't, once my brother passed, I couldn't really, the music aspect, I couldn't even look at a keyboard without breaking down. Okay. So that kind of pushed me more into, I took all the music equipment out the studio. Me and Trav Mullins, we was trapping out of a 400 square foot room, man. I'm talking about video, music, whatever you wanted. But it kind of made me take all that stuff out and focus more on the photography and video aspect. Right. And me coming from a music background, once I learned that light and sound travel synonymously, I was able to tap in, and now I'm.
And I definitely see you making the moves. And one of the things that I really love is I see you helping bring other people's visions to life. So if you want to touch base on that real quick.
I mean, it's power in numbers. Right. I've always been team oriented. Coming from Union County, small Lake Butler, coming to Gainesville. Gainesville was the big city to me. Right. But it still kept that same, like, back to the sports, that same team shit. Like, when I met these guys, we didn't know that we was gonna go on to do what we went on and did. Right. But I knew we was together all the time. Right. We had Eastside versus GHS game at what's the gym? The MLK Center 100 times before we actually played in the gym at Center. You know what I mean? Like,
so on the weekends in your spare time.
Come on, man. We was always together, and I think that's important. That's important to have people that iron sharpen iron. Have people that you can bounce ideas off of. Some people might have the drive but don't have the knowledge. Some people may have the knowledge but don't have the go get it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, you need a little piece here, you need a little piece here. If I can give those pieces or introduce y'all to, you know what I mean? We in a better situation than we was when we all separated. So
that's it. And connecting the dots, and that's one of the things that I've kind of been good at, and I don't really take it for granted. And I like to see others win. Like, genuinely, I like to see that. So I definitely thank you for stopping by, man. Is there anything that you want to let the audience know?
For sure, man. When this man opened his mouth to speak, it ain't no cap, man. It's all facts and it's all genuine, man. And like I said, any place, anywhere, anytime, bro, you say pull up, I'm gonna pull up.
For sure, man. You know I'm behind y'all 1,000, man. Y'all a new mob. Y'all, look at y'all a new corporate mob, man. I'm with y'all 1,000. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it.
Man, I appreciate you, big dog.
QB Talk the podcast. Get in with it.
Yes, sir.